So I thought I wouldn't mind making a bag that size, not a big massive carrier bag. Now I'm going through my fabric haul, and pieces of fabric, I'm making things out of them. And one of them was a piece of fabric like this, which was double the width, and I've turned it into a scarf. I've just sewn it on the 3 sides and turned it into a scarf so that I can wear it around my neck, because it's very cold. We are just experiencing Storm Babette. So this is one of them, and I do like something around my neck. And what top is this? This is Love Notions something or other. Love Notions, I can't remember. And the fabric was a donation from Renee in California. So thank you, Renee. I love this top. I really like wearing it. And the turquoise actually goes quite nice with it, doesn't it? At least I think it does. And I've been making these. 1, 2, 3, 4. This was some waterproof fabric that I had. And oh, you wanted to know what it is? Well, I'll tell you. Hang on. When I go shopping with his lordship, I like to I don't like to take too much. I do take a bag, a backpacky type of bag, but I also like to sometimes just like to carry a purse, my purse and my phone, and I don't want to take anything else with me. And so I ended up with this little bag. I'd gone shopping with his lordship. Can't remember where we went. We were waiting for his daughter, and we were in this shopping outlet, and I bought some nail varnish from this place, and I thought that's a nice sized bag, because it'll take my purse, take my bag, and if I buy a little something I can put things in. So I thought I wouldn't mind making a bag that size, not a big massive carrier bag. And so I started with this one, and I started making I made the pouch last. I had a bit of spare fabric left, and I made the pouch last, and I made this little bag like this, and I made it with a little folded thing in it, and it's about the same size as that. And I figured that's quite nice, because what I can also do is, if I didn't want to take my bag, I could use it. But if I did want to take it, then it would stay in my handbag and it wouldn't take up much room. So I made this little bag, and I thought, right, I'm going to make a little pouch for it. So I made a little pouch for it, and it's made in a special way. Look at the way the zip is. See that? It's one piece of zip, and when it closes up, I'll put that in first to show you. It's one zip. It's just one side of a zip going round. You can see how I made this bag, because I made one. This one is a white zip and a grey bag inside, and then I've got another one. I made 2 grey bags, and this one I put a little loop on it. This one, I'm using hardware up there. I've got this one has a little kind of a dungaree type clasp. And I figured that could clip onto something, onto a bag or onto something else, or not that I would want to put on my scarf, but I could clip it onto something like my scarf, and then I wouldn't have to carry it, or clip it somewhere. I just figured a little clip might be quite good. And so there's one. This one I didn't have enough greeny yellow, so this one has a grey pouch and a yellow bag in it. 2 yellow bags and 2 grey bags. Ignore that, because that's yellow inside, but that's what I made. Two pieces of fabric. I'm using waterproof fabric, and this one measures 15 inches by 12.5. We're going to turn it over first, like that, or you could over edge the edges. So what I've done here is I've over edged one edge. I'm going to do the other one, and then basically once I've done that, I'm going to stitch along that line in a straight stitch all the way along. You need 2 straps, 18 inches by 3, and what you're going to do first is you're going to put the right sides together and sew right the way down that edge on both of them. I'm using some long forceps, and basically I grip the end and then I fold it over a little bit and then pull it down over the forceps. It does take a bit of trying, but then I go right through to the end till it almost pops out the other end like that, unloosen my forceps, and then I can grab a hold of that fabric, turn it right side out and then press. I then take the main body of the bag, and what I'm going to do is fold over that 2 centimeters that I mentioned before, and I'm going to do a straight stitch along the top. You then take the straps, and I have actually done a stitch down each side of the strap. You put it so that the right side is facing up to you, like so, and you push it under the flap. And I have positioned them so that they measure 3 1/4 inches or 8 centimeters from the actual edge of the bag. I then pin the straps in place. And then I'll straight stitch down here, securing the straps in place. And of course, what you do to one side, you do to the other. You then place the straps to the outside, pin them, and then stitch across where the top of the strap is. You could secure the strap a number of ways, but I have just decided to go over the top of the strap backwards and forwards to give it a bit more added strength. With right sides together, line up the straps to make sure that they're right in the right place, and then pin your edge. Basically, you're going to pin your edge at the top and at the bottom. If you're one of those people that likes to have pins all over, then do it further along the length, and do the same to the other side. Once you've got it all pinned, then you sew along the 3 edges. Just because I've got a serger or overlocker, I have used that. If you don't have that, then you can use a zigzag down the edge just to reinforce it. And here I'm pulling the serger thread through these top area so that it's not going to cause it to go loose or cause it to fray. And then at the bottom, I'm going to do a little diagonal about 4 centimeters across, or you could do 5 if you want, 4 or 5. I've done 4, and I'm going to sew along those black lines. And once I've done that, I trim the corners off. You could over edge those corners if you want as well. I didn't finish the edge of this corner, but what I've done is, because it's a man-made material, I take a lighter and I just run the flame quickly across the edge, and that melts any fibres and stops it from fraying. The next step is to turn the bag to the right side. And you will see that you've got that little corner like that, and what you're going to do is you're going to fold the sides in so that they form a little pleat like this. Push your corner in like that, and then your sides go down like this. And what I prefer to do after I've done that is to press the fabric. Because it's man-made material, you need to make sure that you've got some covering of fabric or tracing paper over the top to press it. And that's the bag complete that you've pressed, and it looks very nice with a little pleat on the inside. And now what you need is a bag to put it into. So you need to find the measurement of the bag. So first of all, you put your handles in like so. Then you fold your bag into thirds, up one and then down one. And then you fold your bag into thirds again. 1, 2. So you've now got a little bag that you can measure, which gives you an idea of how big your outside bag has to be. I'm going to allow for seams, so I'm going to make it 15 wide by about 12. That's the size that I need for each side. So I put the bag to one side and I start preparing the outer bag. Now I have a lot of zips like this that are cut ones where you just get the zip and it's like that. So I'm going to take one half of it and I'm going to sew it to this fabric. I've got my little zipper and I've got the zip. And the way to do it is like this. You want the right sides together and the outer teeth pointing downwards. So first of all, I'm going to cut that little piece of zipper that's sticking out at one end there, and so that I've got the zip exactly the same on both sides. And the next thing I'm going to do is cut a little bit of the teeth off on each end, like that, and do the same on the other side. Just about a centimetre of it off. But all I'm cutting is the actual teeth itself and nothing more. Then I take the zipper itself and I slide it onto one side, onto the teeth on one side, and because I've got a piece missing, then I've got something to grab a hold of, and so I then pull it down like so. I then pull the zip halfway because I'm going to turn this pouch inside out, and I've got my little strap that I'm going to add to the open side. So there's my little strap, and I'm going to put that in there so that it's flush with the side. The next step is to sew along the side and along the bottom. Once you've done that, then you can get take a lighter and just go along the edges there, just to stop this fabric from fraying, because it does fray. You can see there it frays. So if you use your torch, if you use your lighter rather, it will stop it from fraying. And especially here where you've got this zip, just to stop it from fraying there. Then turn it back to the inside, to the right side out, like so, and you have yourself a little pouch. Then you take your bag, and just so you can see how I folded it, it has gone in. This one I've done it in 2 pieces, folded like that and then folded in half again like that. That goes into there, nicely tucked in like that. Pull the zipper along, make sure nothing's sticking out. Pull the zipper along like that, and you've got your lovely bag. Just so you can see this one. This one is done the same way, the green zip like that. The bag, a nice bag, carrier bag. Fold to there, fold to there, and then 1, 2. This one I've done it in thirds, and that goes into there. And the reason why I've done it in thirds is because this one is a slightly smaller pouch. As I said, I ran out of fabric, so this one is slightly smaller. And there you have 1, 2, that's 1 and 3.